In the previous video, you have discussed different types of verbs, different classifications in the verbs. In this class, we are discussing the modal auxiliaries. Okay, the verbs are divided into two types, the main verb and auxiliary verb. Again, the auxiliary verbs are divided into two types, that is primary auxiliary verbs and modal auxiliary verbs. What are primary auxiliary verbs? Be forms: is, am, are, was, were. Have forms: has, have, had. And do forms: do, does, did. Okay, what are modal auxiliaries? These are our modal auxiliaries: can, could, shall, should, may, might, will, would, must, need, dare, ought to, used to. How many modal auxiliaries are there? There are 13 modal auxiliaries and 11 primary auxiliaries. How many auxiliary verbs are there? 11 plus 13, 24 auxiliary verbs. Out of 24, 13 are modal auxiliaries and 11 are primary auxiliaries. Now, we are discussing when do we use can. What is the usage of can? Can is used to express ability. Can is used to express ability. Suppose if anybody asks you, there is a 20 kgs of stone. Anybody asks you, can you lift this? No, I cannot lift this. I can't lift this because it's very heavy stone. So here, to express the ability means the capacity, whether it is done by you or not, it is express ability. I can solve this problem. I can solve this problem because it is very easy way. I know the way to solve this problem. So I can solve this problem. Birds can fly, elephants cannot fly because in size the elephants are very large, very huge size. So elephants cannot fly. Birds can fly. So here the ability of the birds are discussed here. For discussing the ability of the birds, we can use can. Birds can fly, elephants cannot. I can drive a car. I can draw the picture. I can sing a song. So these are all abilities. To express the abilities, we are using the word, the modal auxiliary verb, that is can. Next, what is another usage of can? To grant, seek permission. Suppose if you want to grant a permission, immediately you can use the modal auxiliary verb can. You can go now. Suppose your work is finished. So the boss said to the assistant, you can go now. They can leave the office. They can leave the office. These are all to express or to grant permission. For granting permission, we should use the auxiliary, modal auxiliary verb can. Here, for seeking permission also, we are using the modal auxiliary can. Can I use your umbrella? Can I sit here? Can I sit here? నేను ఇక్కడ కూర్చోవచ్చా? Suppose if it is raining, so you are seeking permission. Can I use your umbrella? Can I use your notebook? Can I use your ball pen? So such type of seeking permissions we are using the modal auxiliary verb can. The next usage of the modal auxiliary can is to express possibility or probability. That means it refers to the theoretical probability or theoretical possibility. That means it is not for future possibility or future probability. Okay, theoretical probability means it's not a future probability. Okay, here I know you can win the competition. I know you can win the competition. So here next, it can get cold there, take a sweater. Just it may be a probability. So it may be, it can get cold there. So it is better to take a sweater. So it can get cold there, take a sweater. It is better to take a, or it can getting wet, take a clothes. Okay, anything can happen now. These are all theoretical probabilities. Here, for example, for future possibilities or future probabilities, it is better to use may, might. The next usage of can is to offer to do something for others. To offer to do something for others. Suppose if you want to offer to do something for others, it is better to use the modal auxiliary can. Can I carry your bags? Suppose the elder man is there at the bus stand. He is carrying his luggage. His luggage is very heavy. So you want to offer to do something him. To do something to him. So then you offer, can I carry your bag? Can I carry your luggage? You don't need to stand there. I can give you the place. Suppose the senior citizen is there in the queue. So you want to offer your place. You know you don't need to stand. I can give you the place. For this purpose, you are using the modal auxiliary can. ఇక్కడ మనం ఏంటంటే టు ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ పాసిబిలిటీ అంటే జరగచ్చు, సంభావ్యత ఉంది, ఆ ప్రాబబిలిటీ ఆ పాసిబిలిటీ జరగచ్చు అనే అర్థంలో వచ్చేటప్పుడు ఈ కెన్ అనేది వాడచ్చు. ఐ నో యూ కెన్ విన్ ద కాంపిటీషన్. నాకు తెలుసు నువ్వు విన్ అవుతావు అని చెప్పేసి. అంటే ఇది ఫ్యూచర్ పాసిబిలిటీ కాదు. ఫ్యూచర్ పాసిబిలిటీకి మే కానీ మైట్ కానీ వాడాలి. ఇది జస్ట్ ఏంటంటే థియరటికల్ పాసిబిలిటీ వాడినప్పుడు కెన్ వాడతాం. ఇట్ కెన్ గెట్ కోల్డ్ దేర్, టేక్ ఏ స్వెటర్, ఎనీథింగ్ కెన్ హ్యాపెన్ నౌ. ఇలా కొన్ని సెంటెన్స్లు మనం చూసినప్పుడు ఈ కెన్ అనేది మనం వాడాలి. ద నెక్స్ట్ మోడల్ ఆక్సిలరీ ఈజ్ కుడ్. కుడ్ ఈజ్ ద ఫస్ట్ ఫార్మ్ ఆఫ్ కెన్. When we use could, what is the usage of could? To express ability in the past. The can is used to express the ability in the present. Could is used to ability in the past. Suppose in the past time, the past abilities, to express the past abilities, we should use the modal auxiliary could. Okay. I could ride a horse when I was younger, when I was 5 years old, when I was 10 years old. I could ride a horse, but now I'm older, so I'm being a old man, I cannot ride a horse. I could not ride a horse now. Okay, I could ride a horse when I was younger. Ravi could draw pictures when he was 10 years old. When he was 10 years old, Ravi could draw a beautiful pictures. Once, when he was 10 years old, he could draw pictures. But now, he could not draw the pictures. He cannot draw the pictures. Okay. For expressing the abilities in the past. Okay. What is the next usage? To make a polite request. To make a polite request. If you want to make a polite request, you should use the modal auxiliary could. Could you lend me your pen? Could you lend me your pencil? Could you please lend me your umbrella? Could I please use your umbrella? Could you pass me the paper or book, please? So, for polite request, for usage of polite request, you should use the could, the modal auxiliary could. Okay. Then third usage is general permission in the past. In the high school, I could not leave the classroom. In the high school, yes. When I was in the high school, yes. I could not leave the classroom without taking permission of the teacher. వితౌట్ ద పర్మిషన్ లేకుండా నేను క్లాస్ వదిలేవాడిని, విడిచిపెట్టేవాడిని కాదు. ఐ కుడ్ నాట్ లీవ్ ద క్లాస్ వెన్ ఐ వాజ్ ఇన్ హై స్కూల్. Okay, these are all general permissions in the past. The next usage of could is to express unreal condition. What is unreal condition? It is also known as improbable condition. Improbable condition, impossible condition. So here, unreal condition means if I was the Prime Minister of India, I could cancel all examinations, or I could modify all examinations. If I had 2 cars, I could give one to you. If I had 2 cars, now I have no car. If I had 2 cars, I could give you one. I could give one to you. So these are all unreal conditions. These are all not real conditions. These are all unreal conditions. If I were a President of India, I could modify all the educational system. Here, if I were a bird, I would fly in the sky. So these are all unreal conditions. In the unreal condition, this the modal auxiliary could is used in the second part of the sentence. If I were the Prime Minister of India, I could cancel all examinations. Here, the next usage is to express present probability. I could be in the college now. I could be in the college now. Geeta could be in the playground now. These are all present probabilities. To express present probabilities. These are all the uses of can and could. The can, can't. Can't is the short form of cannot. Can't is the short form of cannot. So in the negative sentences you are using can't. I can't able to understand. I can't able to lift the bag. I can't able to I can't touch the roof. I can't drive a car. These are all inabilities. Yeah. Suppose if you want to express the ఎబిలిటీస్ అనే ఇన్ఎబిలిటీస్, మనం చేయగల సామర్థ్యాలు అసామర్థ్యాలు కానివి, మన సామర్థ్యం కెపాసిటీ లేనివి చెప్పడానికి ఈ నెగిటివ్ సెంటెన్స్లో ఈ కెనాట్ వాడుతుంటాం. ఆ కెనాట్ని షార్ట్ ఫామ్ కాంట్ అని పిలుగుతుంటాం ఇక్కడ స్పోకెన్ ఫామ్స్లో. ఒక్కొక్కసారి మన క్వశ్చన్లో కూడా ఏమంటాడంటే ద షార్ట్ ఫామ్ ఆఫ్ కెన్ ఆర్ కనాట్ ఈజ్ అంటాడు. అక్కడ కెనాట్కి షార్ట్ ఫామ్ ఏంటంటే కాంట్ అని చెప్పి మనకు జ్ఞాపకం ఉంచుకోవాలి. ఇక్కడ కాంటా లేదంటే కెన్ పెట్టి ఎన్ఓటి నాట్ పెట్టి పైన ఆప్షన్ ఇవ్వడమా, ఇలా కొన్ని ఆప్షన్స్ ఇస్తాడు. అప్పుడు మనం ఇది కాంట్ అనేది మన షార్ట్ ఫామ్ కింద గుర్తుంచుకోవాలి. అదేవిధంగా ఈ కొన్ని సెంటెన్స్లు ఇచ్చి ఇప్పుడు ఐ కెన్ లిఫ్ట్ ద బ్యాగ్ అని చెప్పి ఇందులో కెన్ అనేది అండర్లైన్ చేసి ఈ కెన్ అనేది ఏమి తెలియజేస్తుంది ఇక్కడ అని మనకు క్వశ్చన్ అడుగుతుంటాడు. అంటే ఎబిలిటీ తెలియజేస్తుందా, సీకింగ్ పర్మిషనా, లేదా ఆస్కింగ్ పర్మిషనా, గివింగ్ పర్మిషనా, గివింగ్ ఆఫరా, ఇలా కొన్ని ఆప్షన్స్ ఇస్తాడు. అక్కడ ఎబిలిటీ అని చెప్పి గుర్తుంచుకోవాలి. అంటే ఇక్కడ ఎబిలిటీస్కి అలా అన్రియల్ కండిషన్స్లో కుడ్ వాడడం, అలా పొలైట్ ఫామ్లో కుడ్ వాడడం, ఇవన్నీ రూల్స్ అనే ఒక చోట మనం నోట్ చేసుకుని మనం ప్రిపేర్ అయితే మనకి ప్రతి క్వశ్చన్ కూడా ఆన్సర్ చేయడానికి ఈజీగా ఉంటుంది. ఇక నెక్స్ట్ వీడియోలో మనం షెల్, షుడ్, ద యూసేజ్ ఆఫ్ మోడల్ ఆక్సిలరీస్ షెల్, షుడ్ మనం నేర్చుకుందాం.